Yeah, I'm cleaning this car out. Probably see some stuff behind me. I'm cleaning it out today. I'm gonna have it looked at. I'm gonna disinfect everything. Like my clothes are clean, but I want to just really work on just cleaning it out really good. But I guess I could tell you my story on driving from Kenosha to Daytona Beach. Will be the part two. So I feel like I left off at the state of Indiana or something like that. Anyway, I did nothing in Indiana or Illinois. I did go to a rest stop to get gas. Well, I got a little hungry in Indiana. But the whole thing at the time, I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I should pull over and just settle here and find a job. I don't know. Should I go back? Because I already spent like a portion of the money for the bill I had to pay for. So I'm like, it's no way of going back. And it's like the bill was due that day. That's why I was trying to get down there in enough time. But the thing about that is, when you have police behind you, because I had a cop drive behind me like last week. They look at your plate and they see a registration. Now, if they pull you over, they will ask for insurance. They don't drive behind you and see insurance. They ask for that. Just like they don't see your license, they ask for it. They don't know who's in the car. They see your plate. And if it's expired, that's when you get pulled over. Because the clown that gave me this car, when he gave me a temporary, like a real genuine temporary tag, it was expired only because the one that I got, like the real one that I have right now, I guess that was made invalid. But anyway, yeah, what was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was in Indiana, and I really didn't do nothing out there. But I think I drove in Indiana for like a good 5 hours, good 5 6 hours, leaving Illinois, and it's real boring when you like driving at night. You just literally, like, I'm not gonna lie, I had like a TV show playing while I was driving because it was just open road. The most I was just worried about was just like cops. Like, because here's the thing, on the road you have, depending on the state you're in, the state trooper or the sheriff will be in, like, I call them like cubby holes. But if you have a GPS on your phone, like Google will say, you'll have, if you've been driving like me, you'll have the GPS saying there's a speed trap ahead. And really, sometimes there's no cop there. But at nighttime, whenever I hear that, I'll just slow down. Because the last thing I need is them finding me like speeding and I don't have no insurance. I'm driving Indiana for like 5 hours and some change. And for the first time, I feel like an outsider because I know I'm not in Indiana when I noticed that the license plates of the car don't say Indiana. It says Kentucky. So as I'm in Indiana, now I believe I'm in Kentucky based on all the Kentucky license plates. And maybe like 30, 40 minutes later, I realized that I'm in Kentucky. But as I'm driving, I'm in a really bad part. I know I'm in a really bad part of Kentucky because I remember I saw this gas station. It was like a gas station. It literally looked like North Philadelphia down south. I was trying to get a little gas, and I just changed my mind when I saw everybody just loitering out there. So I wound up going to this real, looked like an abandoned gas station. And I remember I got some candy at the time. I don't eat candy anymore, but I got some candy. And the first question I asked the clerk was, "Am I down south?" He was like, "Yep, you are." And that was the first time that I've been down south, because I don't classify Virginia as the South. But other than that, I've never been down south before. Now Kentucky is nothing really to it. I feel like Kentucky is a little bit of a not heard of, neglected, not talked about kind of state. So that's why I did my best to get up out of there. And it's like 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm driving, and then I realized I'm in Tennessee now. I'm in Tennessee, and I sent my mother a text. I tell her that if you can, don't send anything in my P.O. box anymore. And I was saying it not because I needed anything, because it was one time I told her, this is how like kind of low I felt. I told her that I needed I didn't want her to send any money on Cash App. Like I told her that my account was what do you call it? My account, I got locked out of my account. So then she was like, I got bills to pay. I got stuff to pay for. And I wasn't asking for any money, but it kind of felt like, man, I had at the time I had to ask somebody else to give me money to eat. And you just don't know how degrading that feels as a man. It does. It feels horrible. But I I was telling her this because I was at the time I was in Tennessee. I don't know what part I was in Tennessee, but I stopped at this like hotel parking lot, and I slept for a few hours. And I called her over the phone like 6 in the morning. I told her that I like things aren't working out there. I'm headed to Florida, headed to Miami. I don't know what they're gonna do with the car. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just told myself that if I lose everything, I want to be somewhere where it's where the weather isn't too bad. So I wound up, we wound up chopping it up for a little bit. She was sending me all these prayers, asked me that I need money. I was like, no, I got paid. I get paid next week because I wasn't even sure when I quit the job at 7-Eleven. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get paid or not. But they wound up paying me. It was weird. They wound up paying me more than I worked for, and I was getting paid. I was getting paid like another like 2 weeks. I got paid from that job for times I didn't even work. But I don't know if they were looking out. But I got paid a little more than I should have. But it helped me out though. But yeah, they wound up paying me. And remember when I woke up, I was in Tennessee. I wound up getting a sandwich from Subway. Don't eat there anymore. And then I drove off. Then I drove to Tennessee. I was headed to Georgia, where I'm at now. And I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna do a part 3 to this.